Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Today we are looking at the 10 worst games in Quackalope's collection.
Okay, to be clear, you're just talking about Jesse, because I don't have worst games, period.
Yeah, we're doing best friends
Quackalope's
on this
collection.
We're doing best friends edition on this one. Now, here's the thing. We're going to cross-promote with this. I did earlier a video on Alex Radcliffe, Board Game Co.'s 10 worst games.
Alex has a ton.
I got a lot of flack for the record.
Of course.
From who? From Alex?
Well deserved.
From his community.
Oh, okay.
And
You deserve all the flack
And
you
over
get.
on Board Game Co.'s channel, he actually, before I moved here, did a top 10 worst games in Quackalope's collection as well.
On Jesse.
On me specifically. So we're going to have a Board Game Co. edition over on his channel, link top of this, so you can go help him pass us in subscribers. And we're going to have a Quackalope, best friends edition. So, William.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
This is your show, my friend.
Is this
is my
equal?
show?
Did you get like 5 and 5 of both of our libraries, like from the joint Quackalope, or did you have...
Let's see. Let's see what he has.
Sadly,
What are you
it
going
may
for?
or
What are
may
you
not
digging?
be equal.
What are you
Okay,
digging into?
we're going to start...
I really hope it's not me.
We're
I'm
gonna
going to be
start
heartbroken.
with number 10. We're going to break Jan's heart a little bit.
Do not bring Millennium Blades.
What are you doing?
Okay, you're
In
wrong
the
about
Hall of the Mountain
No, you're
King.
wrong. You're wrong.
I
You're just
played
wrong.
this.
You're
with-
just wrong.
We both own this copy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
neither
you
of us
do.
are getting rid of this.
Yeah, you're
No,
wrong. You're wrong.
Well,
Yeah, you're
I
just
would
wrong.
Be very
Okay, so
sad.
number 9.
I'd be very surprised.
Disregard, Will. Mhm. You're starting very, very off. Very...
Justify yourself.
In the Hall of the Mountain
He's not
King
gonna be able
is a game that I played
Jay,
with Jan.
I'm so sorry. He knows not of what he speaks. Sorry.
To be 100% clear, none of these games are bad games. These are just games in their collection that I don't personally like all that much.
You just have bad tastes.
And
Is that okay?
maybe I have bad taste. Maybe they do. They definitely do. Anyway, in the Hall of the Mountain King is a game that I played with Jan and Sarah Shaw a little while back, and it is a tile-laying kind of spatial reasoning game where you are trying to, build out the Hall of the Mountain King. The Mountain King is some troll and blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Basically, it's...
This is a bad idea.
Basically, it's Tetris. It's Tetris, guys, and I don't like Tetris
Who
all
is
that
this
much.
Tetris? Because of the
Explain
polyomino pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
like every
first
single
off,
tile-laying game ever. What are you talking about?
this is-
Most tile-laying games are squares.
This is an absolutely fantastic game where you're doing your very best to build out a hierarchy of different mountain trolls that are diving into the caverns and doing their very best to move monuments and collect resources and progress into the center of this volcanic mountain. If you like polyomino, if you like action selection, resource management, if you like structures and programming to some degree, because the way you're building your pyramid
Yeah.
out,
and
it's
most
beautiful.
especially if you don't like your friends, play that game.
And
because they will
if you
hate
want to
after.
enjoy want to enjoy your time with this, don't play with Jesse. He's just gonna ruin the game.
The next
for you.
game we have, and this is once again, this is just things that I wasn't
Will I
100%
swear.
about. Tapestry.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Tapestry, a civilization game that may be civilization a little bit too little light. Jamie, I love your games. I am a Stonemeyer guy.
He's talking
all
to
the
Jamie
way,
right
all the way.
He's going straight Jamie right now.
Tapestry.
You don't even know this guy. What are you doing, man?
Hey.
Oh my
I
God.
gotta go with what comes naturally. Tapestry.
Jamie, I'm so sorry.
Tapestry is a civilization game that it may be missing a couple of different things to make it a true civilization game. The first time I played Tapestry, admittedly it was late at night, and it was even later at night when I finished it because it took 4 hours. It was ridiculous. And I played it a second time, I played it a third time, it got faster, but it didn't get any more interesting for me. It is literally the only Stonemeyer game I don't own. Nothing to say.
Look, okay, so
They did not edit this list beforehand.
So-
Can you tell?
One of the things that I really appreciate about Tapestry is how consolidated the civilization feeling is in here, right? This is much more, I believe, a tableau building game or how would you describe it?
It's not a tableau building game.
It's like developing
This
an
is
economic
all,
engine.
This is all about efficiency of actions.
Sure, okay.
You're sitting down, you're looking at the puzzle on the board, and you're doing your very best to be precise with every turn you take. I'll give you, it's not a civilization game.
Right.
Bad marketing, but it doesn't make a bad game.
I don't know.
It doesn't make a bad game.
I said at the top of this video, none of these games are bad. Just some of them I don't like all that much.
It's just some of them are the only Stonemaier games he doesn't own. I heard you. Did you hear him? I heard him.
Oh, Jamie too.
All right, so we're going to go back to another game that I played with Jan that, because of the way he taught it to me, made me...
Do not bring out Taramara. Oh, okay.
Petrichor.
Yep. And it's not because of the way I taught it to you. That is the game.
That's the way he learned it, and he taught it to me, and
Jan, is this one your fault?
I really
Are you
wanted...
the reason he doesn't like this game?
I really wanted to like Petrichor.
I don't
did.
love Petrichor either.
What was it?
Well,
I like
if I can-
Petrichor.
You're
I
not
like...
defending it? It's still in my collection.
No, it's a good game. I like Petrichor.
You even played it a second time and said
Yes.
that the second time when
I think I
you
played it
actually
3
learned
times
how
now.
to play the rules, it was better. But our playthrough was just so disjointed, and you ran away with it, and I had no chance, and you were stealing my raindrops, and we didn't understand how
That is
to-
the game, though.
You must have taught it wrong.
No, I did teach it wrong. I did teach it wrong.
Yeah.
This is one of those played it once experiences. It just goes way, way bad.
It went way, way bad. It really did. It really did.
So, Jesse, why do you like Petrichor, though?
I like Petrichor because it has not only a beautiful title, which is the smell of rain, like that essence that exists after it rains.
It's a great theme.
It is also aesthetically.
The components are great.
Aesthetically, a very interesting game, and it is a. The core concept of the game is a little bit of territory control with
100%.
like point salad style scoring at the end of it, and for me. It abstracts territory control in a way that I find really interesting and really compelling.
Yes.
The idea of raining down on on this landscape, birthing up different plant matter. There's a lot to love here. I don't know. It's in my collection. I don't know if it's there forever, so I'm not sure you're wrong. But
Wait
it's
until
there
you get
for
the
now.
collector's edition.
It's there for now.
Because this can become very, very
way.
messy.
It's on the way.
It could be. I had a real hard time growing anything because, like I said, Jan kept stealing my rain.
Hey, so
another game.
I'm not too sour about this list so far. I'm just saying. You better not bring out Taramara at any point. Oh my god.
Here it is. Another game from the Jan doesn't know how to teach.
Not going to
games
talk about
list.
this. This game is amazing. I haven't actually played it 100% yet, but I know it's awesome.
We went through.
I know it's awesome.
We couldn't make it. Grant,
We
once
didn't give it a
again,
shot. What are you talking about?
We gave it an hour. We gave it an hour.
No, we didn't. It was
Yes,
like
we
30
did.
minutes.
Okay, justify. Taramara, why is it on this list?
Taramara is on this list because I don't know if Jan just didn't learn it or we didn't.
I didn't learn it.
Or we weren't listening. That is also an entirely possible thing that it may have happened. But I didn't understand how it worked. I had no clue how it worked, and when we started moving through I still didn't know how it worked. And granted, now I've seen a couple other videos, maybe it works pretty well, but my one experience with it just wasn't great.
Why are you so passionate about a game that you apparently don't
Haven't
care
played
enough,
through
that
once.
you don't care enough to teach appropriately?
It's not that I don't care enough to teach appropriately. I just was excited about the game, and I grabbed the rulebook, and I thought I could learn it in time, and I wasn't able to learn it in time. It's like it happens. It happens.
I fully admit that, Jan, but why haven't you learned it and then taught us why we were
Ask me
wrong?
how many games in my library I've actually played. Not that many. So,
10%?
I love how you
Probably
use
less.
that as a justification.
anyways, one of the things that got me very excited about Taramara is actually the team behind it. Virginio Gigli, Flamina Brasini, Stefano Luperto, and Antonio Tinto. They have done some amazing Euros.
Like?
I think Lorenzo the Magnifico is one of them. Okay? So they are incredible together, and they have proven themselves time and time again. And the innovation in this title and the level of variability that it is within the worker placement is absolutely fascinating. You have tableau building, you have direct player interaction, you have combat here as well, but it does not feel extremely punishing. And above all,
wrong.
and above all, you have the idea that you can
felt-
send workers out into the future in order to make incredible actions, but unfortunately never come back.
All of that sounds fantastic for a game you haven't played and taught so poorly it ended up on the list. You're responsible for that one, for the record. I'm also excited about that title. I blame you that it's on this list.
Folks, once again,
Sure,
these
I
are
don't-
games
I won't
that are great.
say
The
that.
design team behind Taramara is great, and I'm sure Taramara is a good game. I just didn't have a good experience.
These are a lot of plated onces, Will. It's just a lot of plated onces, and I swear to gosh, if Monsterlands is in there...
Here's a game that I've played a bunch of times and still don't
not
like.
Not Monsterlands.
Oh, Project L's lovely.
L.
You're
It's
wrong.
lovely. You're wrong
falls
about it.
For me, it falls into that
Polyomino
polyomino kind of spatial reasoning, which I don't like. You guys like this a lot. I've played it 3 or 4 times with you now, and each time I come in dead last and have a very unhappy time.
But how good's the mouthfeel on this?
It's actually fantastic.
I wouldn't know, Jesse. It's your game.
Oh,
maybe I will never play it again.
I also tried. I
tried
thought they
the
were
mouthfeel?
candies. Yeah, I thought they were candies.
Project LGN, defend this one.
It's easy. It's
so
a polyomino game of engine building that is light, accessible, and yet provides enough depth once you keep digging into it that it's always a good time.
Yeah.
Every time you open that box. It is absolutely stunning. The artwork is simplistic, minimalist, but also compelling and gorgeous.
Components are fantastic.
It's a fantastic design. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It frustrates me to no end.
I don't know that it's the best
Especially
polyomino
with
I've ever played.
It doesn't have to be.
I'm always happy to play it.
All right, so this one might actually not be controversial for you guys because this is something that I've played not with them, but with other people.
Non-controversial.
Yeah, well,
all of these have been controversial.
It's going to be controversial, but maybe not with you guys.
Oh, I don't care about this one.
You haven't seemed to play it. Mice and Mystics. This is in your collection. If you guys don't know, if you haven't been to Quackalope.com, seen some of my articles that I've written, I am a story-based gamer. Mice and Mystics are a storyboard-based game, and I really like story games. I really wanted to like Mice and Mystics. I've played 5 times with a group of college friends. We haven't beaten the first boss. It's frustrating because it falls into one big thing about me. It comes down to dice rolls. If you don't get the dice you need, you're not going to make it anywhere. Doesn't matter how much cheese you have. Doesn't matter how many weapons you have. It's just...
There's a lot of cheese.
It's not gonna go well for you.
So... This one's in my collection.
It is?
I got it because I really like what Plaid Hat Games is doing with things like Forgotten Waters.
Here's the thing. This is the first
I really
one
like Forgotten Waters,
series.
by the way.
This is one of the first forays into story-based games.
I like Forgotten Waters.
It's still in shrink wrap.
It is?
And don't you take my Mossflower / Redwall little excursion of mice. Don't take that from me.
I took
Don't
it.
take that
I
from
took
me.
it.
Stop.
I took it. It's right there. And it's number 5.
Ooh,
Anyway, moving up the list.
That burned a little bit.
That burned a little bit.
Don't like
More
it.
controversial than I thought. Anyway, so moving on. You've heard me talk about dice rolling. God damn it.
Oh,
Holy
no,
moly.
wrong.
Project Elite.
I'm on your side with this one.
Wrong.
Project
You
Elite.
shut up.
I'm
going to get aggressive like this game.
This is Project Elite is a co-op game where you are trying to destroy a bunch of aliens that are trying to kill you, and what are you doing? You're rolling dice.
It's amazing. It feels like an action movie. It is everything
This
you
is
would ever
only
want.
one box of 2. There are 2 boxes that are this big.
No.
downstairs.
Everything from Project Elite is in this box.
Well, there's another box downstairs. Did you see it? It still says Project Elite on it.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. I do have 2 boxes.
Exactly.
But
It
I
is
consolidated it from
nothing
7
but minis.
boxes. I consolidated
Oh my
7
God.
boxes of Project Elite into 2. That's pretty impressive.
Sure.
And there's like a huge, giant worm monster thing that connects by parts.
It's dice rolling chaos, and if you like dice rolling chaos, maybe you'll be into this. But here's the thing: this is probably a game that I'm not interested in playing again. I'm with William on this one. That's a bad game in your collection.
No, you're both wrong. This game is absolutely amazing.
I'm glad
If you've ever wanted to have unadulterated fun,
unadulterated fun while everybody
with
was
a board
screaming.
game, feel like you're in an action movie and actually live out every single scene of that flick, and you are the star of it, and also the fool of that film. This is your game. Starship Troopers, the board game, incredible.
Most of the games so far, for the record, have been from Jan's collection. I feel like I'm doing all
No,
right.
actually, you're super wrong on that. The most are from yours.
I've
been keeping count.
I'm
Okay.
paying attention.
Okay.
I've been keeping count.
This is number 3, but it may be the most controversial yet.
We're currently 4-3.
Oh, put it down wrong.
Wow, Will, how can you be so wrong on everything?
Hate Cockroach Poker.
Yeah, you're... Nope.
I am not a bluffer.
Nope.
I can't do it. I've done it poorly. And guess what? I did theater and improv and all sorts of things through college and high school.
You know what's funny?
I know how to bluff and act.
You know what's funny? I think this entire list is a bluff.
I'm just
No.
glad
That's what I
we don't have to listen to his opinion anymore.
Oh, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
I stopped listening
listen
after
to
the
that,
first
though.
game. Like
All right,
he
Cockroach-
brought in.
Granted, I didn't hear any defense of
Cockroach Poker is the best party game I have played.
Yep.
I
Hands
love
down.
every single second of it.
No.
You sit around, you drink, you play it with friends,
No.
you laugh.
We're actually
Apples to
tied.
apples is better.
We're currently tied.
That was a joke. Dixit is actually the best party game.
What?
you
No.
doing?
Well, no. Obscura isn't the best one, but still, it's really good. Yeah, no, you're wrong.
Obscurio is not a party game, by the way.
Yes, I know. I corrected myself.
I just can't.
You just can't.
I know.
Wait for
I'm
this,
so
then.
disappointed.
Number 2.
I thought he would have compelling arguments
You
around
like
these.
good games that you like.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so
He's
heavy.
picking
Oh
from
my god, I hate this thing.
Ah, Tainted Grail.
Tainted Grail.
Jesse, isn't this like close to your number one?
Once again, a game that I have not played with you, but with our friend Matt. The story was so convoluted, I did not understand it.
Oh.
I hate the combat in this
Oh,
game. It
Jesse.
makes no sense.
What are you talking
Jesse.
about?
I don't know if Matt taught it to me wrong or I just was
You are
thick
playing.
that day.
You are playing a sequence of cards that continue triggering off each other that fully elicit.
And
like,
I never
an
got the
attack,
cards.
A
I never got
parry,
the.
a block, a
Nope.
stab,
Nope.
a thrust, and you're
And it
playing
actually
I got
illustrates it across the
I
entire
got
thing.
beat.
in this
I got
beautiful,
mutilated.
dystopian, destroyed world where
I got mutilated on our
No,
first combat. I
no.
got down to
You
almost
claim
zero
to be a
health.
story-driven player, and you're putting Tainted Grail,
Bad.
the Tainted Grail, probably in my top 10.
Yeah, it probably is.
You know what this sounds like, Jesse? Ultimately, it sounds like Will just has so many played it once experience that have gone sour, and we just all suck
I'm
at
very
teaching
sorry.
games.
That could be the real title of this list. Quackalope
Played-
sucks at
Played it once
teaching
goes
games.
wrong.
So you have no interest in this game?
I have zero interest
Oh.
in trying it.
But if
Okay.
the combat is better, would you try it again?
You know, here's the
Hmm.
thing. Matt taught him it right. Matt knew the game.
He did.
You played this with Matt. Matt doesn't teach games wrong. He's not you. He's not you.
No, yeah,
fair
you're right.
point.
Matt studies.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the major and reasonable complaint around this game is
Wow.
the one thing you didn't bring up, which is that there's a bit of game mediation to try to lengthen it, like a lot of Awakened Realms games sometimes have.
Mini-years.
The mini-years and keeping them
going
lit
to-
and expanding. But outside of that, the theming, the story, the way you can dive through the storybook, this is the best game that Awakened Realms has produced, with the exception of ISS Vanguard, which I
have not
believe
played.
will become it will probably replace this one. But right now, Tainted Grail is the one game on my list that is like, I want to play this campaign
All the way through.
right after KDM.
We need to get you playing Sleeping Gods. Sleeping
Oh,
Gods. is better.
Sleeping Gods is amazing.
Take it off. Get it to the side. I couldn't
Okay.
even.
Last
okay.
one, guys.
It better be jams.
So this is number one?
Better be
This is
jams.
number one.
This
I
is the
Swear to
worst game in our
gosh, if it's
collection.
Millennium Blaze or Monsterlands, I'm gonna be so sad.
We might stab you.
have a real guess. You
I
could
just
probably
gave a real
figure
guess.
this out. That's your real guess.
I don't think he's played
Okay.
Millennium Blades or Monster.
Yeah, it's
Blades.
true. It's
People who listen to any
And I don't
Quackalope
think he
media,
had. I don't think he had
specifically
access to
podcasts.
Kingdom Death.
I have not played Kingdom Death.
Okay.
People who
Wait,
listen to Quackalope...
Let me guess this.
Everdell,
Okay.
Wingspan.
Give me
No.
a played it once. Give me like a little intro about this.
It's a podcast-driven one. You said.
It's a podcast-driven one.
Is Cosmic Frog still behind us?
it's Cosmic Frog. That's exactly
No,
what it is.
there's
It's
a copy.
Cosmic Frog.
Yeah, but you didn't invite me on Cosmic Frog, so...
Oh! You're pulling Dwellings of Eldervale.
I am
out
pulling
here?
Dwellings of Eldervale.
Oh.
Number one, in my opinion, the
Oh,
worst game in
wow.
your collection that I could find.
I was not
this
expecting
evening.
this video to be this
We
controversial.
should release our coverage of Dwellings of Eldervale before we announce that William's lambasting it. Defend
Once
yourself.
again,
Defend
once
yourself.
again,
Go ahead.
once again, these games are good games. If you enjoy them,
Yeah,
that's
I don't.
good.
None of us believe that caveat by this point. Why do you hate this game? Why do you hate Dwellings of Eldervale?
Hate. Why do I hate Dwellings of Eldervale? Because maybe Jan taught it to me wrong.
Nope.
Maybe I don't.
We played this
I
one
hate
correctly.
Dwellings of Eldervale because of the combat.
No, we didn't play it 100% correctly.
Okay,
didn't
so
play
Jan
that-
taught it wrong.
We didn't play
again.
that incorrectly either.
We played
Explain.
it.
What about the combat?
We played it incorrectly enough that I felt I had no agency in how to direct my combat, how to make it feel better. I rolled 6 die to Jan's 3
Plural is
multiple times,
plural is dices.
That actually we
Nice.
played right, by the way.
and I lost the combat.
Yeah, we
not
played that
just
right.
once, not just twice, 3 times.
Yep, we played
and
that
I
right.
didn't understand what else I needed to do. And by the end of the game, I won. What? I didn't understand how it happened.
And when you played it, I didn't catch that you were collecting all the endgame scoring cards, so we also played that wrong. But we played that part right.
I mixed in expansions here in a way that you didn't, and I do
true.
think that improved the game. I really like Dwellings of Eldervale. I'm going to be honest, and we have coverage of it that we actually need to produce.
Yeah.
I was really fond of this game. I didn't. Here's where I'll side with you. I didn't understand the world's hype about it. But for an Ameritrash Euro style, I thought it merged those two cultures in a really cool way.
This is not actually in my collection.
No?
No.
It's on the way out.
But it was still here and not gone yet, so that's why
because
it's at number 1.
Quackalope needs to cover it.
Ah.
But this is one that I'm not going to keep. Similar to you, I didn't love the merging. I agree with Will that the combat feels anticlimactic most of the time, and the worker placement spots feel a little bit superfluous of the types of actions that I want to convey in the game.
So here's the thing. This might leave your collection.
Oh, it's going into yours, I
But
guess.
it may come
Yeah.
over to mine. I still
So
like
once
this.
again,
I still have.
number
I
one
still
on-
really do.
Number 1 on Quackalope's worst games list.
Wow.
That Quackalope has.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
if you've enjoyed this video, here's what I can say. Alex over at Board Game Co. has another top 10 worst games in my personal collection, and I don't think there was a single.
Oh, there
piece
wasn't any overlap?
No
of
crossover.
overlap. So it is worth watching both. Whatever the case, fuck you, William.
Whoa! We'll see you guys next
Please
time.
write your letters to Quackalope at Jesse Anderson, care of
P.O. Box down below.
P.O. Box down below. Please write
1256.
1256
Frederick,
Frederick,
MD.
Maryland. Please write your letters. They need them. They need to hear your
21702.
letters. They need your letters, folks. We'll see you next time.